They say money can't buy happiness, but it can buy revenge. My name is Alex Carter, and for 3 years, I've played the role of the unsuccessful husband, the embarrassment, the failure. My wife, Olivia, she's a rising executive at Zenith Enterprises. Beautiful, ambitious, ruthless. She thinks I'm a broke artist who can barely sell painting. She has no idea I own 67% of her company. She thinks she's hiding her affair with the new CEO, Nathan Blake. She doesn't know I installed him in that position. Tonight, at the company's annual gala, she's going to kiss him in front of 300 people. She's going to humiliate me publicly, thinking I'm too weak, too poor, too pathetic to do anything about it. What she doesn't know is that I've been waiting for this moment. Because Olivia doesn't just work at Zenith Enterprises. She's about to lose everything at it. My name is Alex Carter, but in the boardrooms, in the financial districts, in the private investment circles where billions change hands with a single signature, they know me as a C. And tonight the game begins. Chapter 1. 3 days before the gala. I wake up at 5:47 a.m. in our penthouse apartment. Not because I have to, because Olivia expects it. The morning light filters through floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city. Olivia is still asleep, her dark hair spread across the silk pillowcase. To anyone watching, we'd look like the perfect couple. But I know better. I've known for 8 months, 2 weeks, and 4 days. I go through my morning routine with practiced precision. Pour her coffee, 2 sugars, splash of cream. Make her favorite breakfast, avocado toast with poached eggs. Leave a note on the counter in my hopeful artist husband handwriting. Morning beautiful. Working on a new piece today. Love you, Alex. Then I go to my studio. Everyone thinks it's where I paint my unsuccessful art. Olivia certainly does. She hasn't stepped foot in here in over a year. If she did, she'd see the paintings stacked against the walls. Each one worth between $500,000 to $2 million. Sold anonymously under the name A Shadow to private collectors worldwide. But that's not why I'm here. I lock the door, pull aside a canvas. Behind it is a wall safe. Inside, 3 laptops, 2 phones, and a tablet. My real workstations. I open the first laptop. The screen lights up with stock tickers, company reports, and encrypted messages. One new email from my sister, Rachel. Board meeting confirmed for Friday, 2 p.m. Blake is pushing for the merger. Olivia is backing him hard. I smile. Of course she is. Nathan Blake, age 34, Harvard MBA, appointed CEO of Zenith Enterprises 6 months ago. Also, Olivia's lover for the past 8 months. What neither of them knows is that I'm the one who orchestrated his appointment. See, Nathan isn't just ambitious. He's desperate. His previous company collapsed under mysterious circumstances. He was about to be unhireable until a recommendation letter from AC landed him the Zenith position. He owes me everything, and he has no idea I'm the man whose wife he's sleeping with. My phone buzzes. A text from Olivia. Heading to work early. Important meeting with Nathan. Don't wait up for dinner tonight. Again, I read it, delete it, and add it to the folder labeled Evidence, Day 256. 256 days of late meetings. Secret phone calls. Expensive lingerie I never see her wear at home. Hotel charges on the credit card she thinks I don't monitor. I could have confronted her on day 1. But where's the poetry in that? I spend the next 3 hours managing my actual businesses. Portfolio review, up 14% this quarter. The tech startup I funded just hit unicorn status. The real estate holdings? Generating $400,000 monthly passive income. Total net worth, $847 million. And Olivia thinks I'm struggling to sell $200 paintings at local galleries. At 10 a.m., I change into my struggling artist outfit. Worn jeans with paint stains. Old Columbia hoodie. Cheap sneakers. I grab one of my bad paintings, the ones I deliberately make amateurish, and head to the gallery. The owner, Vincent, looks up when I enter. He's one of the few people who knows my real identity. Alex, or should I say, I shake my head quickly. Vincent grins. Right. Keeping up appearances. How's the struggling artist routine going? Exhausting, I admit, setting down the painting. How's the real collection? Your latest piece sold last week. $1.8 million. The buyer's asking for 3 more. I nod. Tell them a shadow is considering it. But Vincent, I need you to do something for me. His expression turns serious. What do you need? The gala is in 3 days. Olivia will bring Nathan. I need you to be there as my gallery owner, trying to help this struggling artist get connections. I could do that. But Alex, he pauses. Are you sure about this? Once you start, there's no going back. I think about Olivia laughing on the phone in the other room. The way she introduces me to her colleagues as just my husband with that dismissive tone. The time I overheard her tell her mother was a mistake she made when she was young and stupid. I've never been more sure of anything. Chapter 2. That afternoon, I do something I haven't done in 3 years. I go to Zenith Enterprises. Not as AC, of course. As Alex, the forgettable husband picking up his wife for lunch. The building is a 47-story glass tower in the financial district. I built it. Well, AC did. The architecture, the design, even the art in the lobby, 3 pieces by a shadow that Olivia walks past every day without knowing her unsuccessful husband created them. The security guard barely glances at me as I sign in. Here to see Olivia Carter? Yes, just grabbing lunch with my wife. He hands me a visitor badge. A visitor badge to the building I own. I take the elevator to the 31st floor, executive suites. The doors open to reveal a sleek reception area. Olivia's assistant, Jennifer, looks up from her desk. Her expression shifts when she sees me. It's subtle, but I catch it. Pity mixed with awkward discomfort. Oh, Alex. Hi. She sounds overly cheerful. Olivia didn't mention you were stopping by. Surprise lunch, I say with my best hopeful husband smile. Is she available? Jennifer's eyes flick toward Olivia's office door. It's closed. She's actually in a meeting right now. With Mr. Blake. Oh, I let my face fall slightly. How long do you think? Could be a while. Jennifer's discomfort grows. You know how these executive meetings go. I know exactly how they go. Because I'm watching it happen right now. See, Jennifer doesn't know that her desk has a security camera angle that reflects off the glass wall behind her. And in that reflection, I can see directly into Olivia's office. Olivia is in there. With Nathan. They're not having a meeting. Nathan has her pressed against the desk. His hand is in her hair. They're kissing like they're the only 2 people in the world. And they think they are. Jennifer is still talking. Maybe you could come back in an hour? Or I could have her call you when. Actually, I interrupt, keeping my voice light. Could you tell me where the restroom is? I'll just wait. Oh, down the hall, 3rd door on the left. I thank her and walk away. But I don't go to the restroom. I go to the emergency stairwell. Pull out my phone. Open an encrypted app. The screen shows a live feed from the camera in Olivia's office. The one even she doesn't know about. The one AC had installed during routine maintenance last month. I watch my wife kiss another man in the office I'm paying for. And I feel nothing. No anger. No heartbreak. Just cold calculation. I open my messages and text Rachel. Initiate phase 2. Blake's performance review. Schedule it for next week. Her response is immediate. You sure? This is the point of no return. I watch Olivia laugh at something Nathan says. Watch her straighten his tie with an intimacy that used to be ours. I'm sure. I'll leave the building without seeing Olivia. Text her that I stopped by, but didn't want to interrupt her important meeting. She responds 2 hours later. Sorry, babe. It ran long. We'll make it up to you. With a heart emoji. That night, Olivia comes home at 11 p.m. Her makeup is touched up. Her blouse is different from the one she wore this morning. She keeps a change of clothes in her office now. Hey, she says, dropping her bag on the counter. Sorry I'm so late. The meeting with Nathan was intense. I'm sure it was. I'm at the stove, reheating dinner. I made your favorite, lemon chicken. Her expression softens slightly. Guilt, maybe. You didn't have to do that. I wanted to. I plate the food. How's the Blake project going? She sits at the counter, and for a moment, she looks like the woman I married. Tired. Human. It's complicated. There's pressure from the board. The merger talks are stalling. The board? I thought Nathan had everything under control. She laughs bitterly. That's what he thought too. But there's this anonymous shareholder. AC. No one knows who they are, but they own the majority stake. Nathan's trying to get them on board, but they're impossible to reach. I keep my face neutral as I slide her plate across. Sounds stressful. You have no idea. She picks at her food. Sometimes I wish, never mind. Wish what? She looks at me. Really looks at me. For a second, I see something in her eyes. Regret? Sadness? I wish things were simpler. Like when we first met. I remember when we first met. 9 years ago. I was 23. She was 22. We were both broke college students. She was studying business. I was supposedly finding myself as an artist while secretly building my first company. I married her when we had nothing. Well, when she thought we had nothing. I want to know if someone could love me for me. Not for my money. Not for my success. I got my answer. Things can be simple again, I say softly. If you want them to be. She looks away. It's not that easy, Alex. Why not? Because she stops. Shakes her head. Forget it. I'm just tired. She takes 3 bites of dinner, says she's exhausted, and goes to bed. I clean up the kitchen, throw away most of her untouched food. Then I go to my studio, lock the door, and pull up the live feeds. 16 cameras throughout Zenith Enterprises, all installed legally as part of the enhanced security system AC implemented. I scroll through today's footage, find a timestamp I'm looking for. 3:47 p.m. Olivia and Nathan in the parking garage, getting into his car, driving to the Meridian Hotel. I don't watch further. I don't need to. I open my laptop and send an email from a dummy account to myself. AC's official email. Subject, Zenith Enterprises CEO Performance Review. Initiated. 2 days until the gala. And Nathan Blake has no idea his world is about to collapse. Chapter 3. The next morning, I meet Rachel at her usual spot. A small cafe 3 blocks from Zenith Tower. Unremarkable enough that no one notices us. Private enough that we can talk. Rachel is already there when I arrive, laptop open, 2 coffee cups on the table. She looks up. You're late. Traffic. I slide into the seat across from her. Rachel Carter, my younger sister, 29 years old. Harvard Law, MBA from Wharton. To the world, she's a mid-level consultant at a boutique firm. In reality, she's my COO, my right hand, the person who manages a sea's empire while I play the struggling artist. She pushes one of the coffees toward me. Blake's review is scheduled for Monday. I've compiled the findings. And she turns her laptop around. The screen shows a comprehensive report. He's been good at the public-facing CEO stuff. Charming, confident, but the actual business decisions. She highlights several sections. He's made 3 major calls in the past 6 months. All 3 were financial disasters that we had to quietly correct. The board doesn't know. They know the problems got fixed. They don't know AC had to personally intervene each time. They think Blake's a genius for turning things around. I scan through the report. It's damning. Without my intervention, Nathan would have tanked the company by now. And the merger? Rachel's expression darkens. That's the interesting part. The merger is with Titanium Industries, right? I nod. Blake's pushing hard. Says it'll double Zenith's value. But I ran the numbers. She pulls up another document. Titanium is drowning in debt. Hidden liabilities Blake either doesn't know about or doesn't care about. If this merger goes through, it won't double Zenith's value. It'll destroy it. He's that incompetent, or that desperate. I think he needs this merger to happen because he's promised someone it would. Maybe to prove himself. Maybe, she pauses. There's something else. What? Blake's been meeting with someone from Titanium. Off the books. Someone named Richard Chun. The name hits me like ice water. Richard Chun. You know him? I know him. Richard Chun was my business partner 5 years ago, before Rachel and I bought him out. It wasn't friendly. He lost $50 million in the deal and blamed me publicly. Blamed AC, though he doesn't know AC is me. He's been looking for revenge for years, I say slowly. Rachel's eyes widen. You think Blake knows about your connection to Chun? No, but Chun might know about Blake's connection to me, to AC. If he's digging into Blake's background, if he found out AC got Blake the CEO position, then Chun is using Blake to get to you, Rachel finishes. The merger isn't about business. It's about taking down AC by destroying Zenith. We sit in silence. Finally, Rachel asks, "What do you want to do?" I think about Olivia, about how she's been backing Blake's merger plan, advocating for it in every meeting. She thinks it'll be her big career win, the VP who helped secure the deal. She has no idea she's helping Richard Chun destroy everything. Let them think it's moving forward, I say. But I want full surveillance on Blake and Chun. Every meeting, every call, everything. And Olivia, she stays on her current path. For now. Rachel closes her laptop. Alex, are you sure you want to keep her in the dark? If this merger goes through, even temporarily, it could hurt her career in ways you can't fix. She made her choices. I know she did. But Rachel hesitates. She's still my sister-in-law. I've known her almost as long as you have. This revenge thing, make sure it's worth it. I look at my sister. Rachel has always been the conscience I sometimes lack. Did I ever tell you about the dinner party? I ask. Which one? 6 months ago. Olivia's boss hosted it. I was there as the supportive husband. Her colleagues spent the entire night making jokes about me, about my little paintings, about how I'm not exactly husband material for a rising executive. Olivia laughed along. She didn't defend me once. Rachel's expression softens with anger. Alex, at the end of the night, one of her colleagues asked me what I do. And before I could answer, Olivia said, "Oh, Alex does Alex things. Nothing you'd be interested in." I pause. She dismissed my entire existence in front of a room full of people. That's cruel. That's when I knew. She doesn't love me. Maybe she never did. She loves the idea of who she thought I'd become. And when I didn't become that person, or so she thinks, I became an embarrassment. Rachel reaches across the table and squeezes my hand. Then let's make sure she understands exactly who she married. Chapter 4. That afternoon, I get a text from Olivia. "Hey, gallery showing tonight at 7. You should come. Networking opportunity," with an art palette emoji. It's the first time in 6 months she's invited me to a company-adjacent event. I know why. Nathan will be there. Other executives. She wants to be seen as the supportive wife while publicly treating me like a charity case. I text back, "I'll be there." At 6:45 p.m., I arrive at the Hartwell Gallery. It's an upscale space in Chelsea, all white walls and track lighting. The kind of place that hosts corporate art events for people who want to seem cultured. Tonight's theme, emerging urban artists. I'm wearing my artist uniform, blazer with intentionally mismatched patterns. Statement glasses. A beret. Yes, a beret, because it's exactly what people expect a struggling artist to look like. Olivia is already there, wearing a designer dress I've never seen. She's with Nathan and 2 other executives. When she sees me, something flickers across her face. Embarrassment? She quickly hides it with a smile. "Alex, you made it." She comes over, kisses my cheek. Her perfume is different. Expensive. "Everyone, this is my husband, Alex. He's an artist." The way she says artist makes it sound like a disease. Nathan extends his hand. "Nathan Blake. Pleasure to finally meet Olivia's husband." I shake his hand. His grip is firm. Competitive. He's sizing me up. Good. Let him think he's won. "Olivia talks about you all the time." I lie smoothly. Nathan smiles. "All good things, I hope." "Always." One of the other executives, a woman named Patricia, jumps in. "So Alex, what kind of art do you do?" "Abstract expressionism, mostly. Some portraiture." Oh, do you show anywhere? Before I can answer, Olivia does. Alex works with Vincent at the Riverside Gallery. Small local space. Very intimate. Translation, nowhere important. Patricia nods politely. That's nice. Everyone has to start somewhere. The condescension is thick enough to cut. We make small talk for a few minutes. They ask polite questions about my art career while barely listening to my answers. Olivia stands next to Nathan, and I notice small things. The way she angles her body toward him. The way she laughs a bit too hard at his jokes. The way his hand brushes her lower back when he thinks no one's looking. Then Vincent arrives. Vincent, who owns not just the Riverside Gallery, but 3 of the most prestigious galleries in the city. Vincent, who's sold over $200 million in art. Vincent, who knows exactly who I am. Alex, he greets me warmly. I was hoping you'd be here. Olivia looks surprised. You two know each other? Alex is one of my most promising artists, Vincent says. To anyone else, it sounds like empty encouragement. But there's a gleam in his eye that I recognize. Nathan chuckles. Promising? That's great, man. Olivia mentioned you're trying to break into the scene. Trying, Vincent says carefully. Though I'd say Alex is being modest. His work is quite special. Really? Patricia sounds skeptical. What makes it special? Vincent leans inconspiratorially. Have you heard of a shadow? My heart rate increases slightly, but I keep my expression neutral. Patricia's eyes widen. A shadow? The anonymous artist? The very same. A shadow's work recently sold for $1.8 million at a private auction. Everyone's attention sharpens. What about him? Nathan asks. Well, Vincent says, glancing at me. There are some interesting stylistic similarities between a shadow's work and Alex's. Almost like they studied under the same master. It's a perfect setup, close enough to the truth to be intriguing, far enough to maintain the mystery. Olivia's looking at me with new eyes. Alex, you never told me that. You never asked. I say simply. An awkward beat. Nathan jumps in, clearly uncomfortable with me suddenly becoming interesting. Well, influence is one thing. Actually making it is another. No offense, Alex, but the art world is brutal. Most artists never break through. True, Vincent agrees. But sometimes all it takes is the right opportunity, the right showing, the right buyer. He's setting something up. I can feel it. Actually, Vincent continues, I'm curating a special exhibition next month. Very exclusive. A shadow has agreed to show 3 new pieces. Patricia gasps. That's incredible. A shadow never shows publicly. This will be his first public exhibition. And Vincent pauses for effect. I'm also showing 3 pieces by other artists whose work echoes a shadow style. A sort of master and disciples theme. Who are the other artists? Olivia asks. Vincent looks at me. Alex is one of them. The silence is deafening. Olivia's face cycles through confusion, shock, and something else. Is it pride? Nathan recovers first. Wow, that's congratulations, Alex. But his smile doesn't reach his eyes. The rest of the evening passes in a blur. Suddenly, people want to talk to me, to hear about my process, to exchange contact information. Olivia stays glued to my side, playing the supportive wife. But I can see the wheels turning in her head. When we finally get in the car to go home, she's quiet. Why didn't you tell me? She finally asks. About the Vincent exhibition? I just found out last week. Wasn't sure it was real. Alex, this could be huge for you. Maybe. No, really. A shadow is a big deal. If your work is being compared to his, she trails off. We should celebrate. Celebrate? Yeah. We could go to dinner tomorrow. That place you like. The place I like. She doesn't even remember the name of it. I can tomorrow. I lie. I have to work on pieces for the exhibition. Oh, right? Of course. She sounds disappointed. Rain check. Sure. We drive in silence for a few minutes. Then she says quietly, I'm proud of you, Alex. I glance at her. In the dashboard light, she looks sincere. Thanks, I say. But I know the truth. She's not proud of me. She's proud of what I might become, what I might be able to offer her. She's proud of a future that doesn't exist. When we get home, Olivia goes straight to the bedroom, saying she needs to make some calls. I go to my studio, check my phone. 3 new messages from Rachel. Blake just booked a private meeting with Sean for tomorrow. They're meeting at the Meridian Hotel, same place he takes Olivia. Alex, something's wrong. The timeline's moving up. I sit down at my desk, open my laptop. Tomorrow is Friday. The gala is Saturday night. And suddenly I realize the gala isn't just where Olivia will humiliate me. It's where everything converges. Blake and Chin's plan. Olivia's affair. My revenge. I open a new email. Send it to Rachel. Change of plans. We move everything up. I want full surveillance on Blake and Chin's meeting tomorrow. And Rachel? Get the lawyers ready. After the gala, I'm filing for divorce. Her response comes 30 seconds later. About damn time. Chapter 5. Before the gala. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. Olivia is still asleep. I go through my routine. Coffee. Breakfast. The note. But today I add something to my note. I'm proud of us, Alex. Because after tomorrow, there won't be any more notes. At 9 a.m., I'm in Rachel's office. We're watching a live feed from the Meridian Hotel conference room. Blake and Chin are already there. Rachel set up the surveillance yesterday. Planted a device in a conference room fruit basket delivered as a hotel amenity. The audio is crystal clear. Chin is speaking. And you're certain about the timeline? Blake nods. The gala is tomorrow night. After that, the board meets Monday to vote on the merger. I've got Olivia pushing it hard from the inside. We'll have the votes. And AC. Blake leans back. AC's been silent for weeks. I think they're comfortable. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll be too late. Chin smiles. It's predatory. Once the merger goes through, Zenith absorbs Titanium's debt. The stock crashes. AC loses everything. And I get your $10 million. Plus, you can walk away clean. Blame it on AC's mismanagement for not seeing the red flags. Blake grins. Perfect. Rachel and I exchange looks. He's selling out the company, she says quietly, for $10 million. And destroying hundreds of jobs in the process. What do you want to do? I think for a moment. We have enough to bury him legally. But I want more. I want him exposed in front of everyone. At the gala. Alex, that's risky. If Olivia's there. Olivia's going to be there. I interrupt. I want her to see exactly who she's been backing. Who she's been sleeping with. Rachel studies my face. This isn't just about business anymore, is it? It never was. We keep watching. Blake and Chin talk for another 20 minutes. They discuss logistics, payment structures, exit strategies. Then Chin asks, in your relationship with Olivia Carter, is that going to be a problem? Blake laughs. Olivia? Please. She's useful, but she's not permanent. Once this is done, I'll move on. She doesn't know that. She doesn't need to. Rachel inhales sharply. Even she feels the cruelty in those words. I feel nothing, just cold satisfaction, because now I have everything I need. That afternoon, Olivia comes home early. She's in a good mood. Hey, I got off work early. Thought we could spend some time together before the craziness tomorrow. That sounds nice. We order takeout, sit on the couch, watch a movie, one of the romantic comedies she loves. For 2 hours, we're almost normal. She laughs at the jokes, leans against me, hold my hand, and I let her, because this is the last time. Halfway through the movie, her phone buzzes. She glances at it quickly, then puts it away. Not important, just work stuff. Nathan being Nathan. Nathan. Even now, he's texting her. Olivia. I say carefully. Can I ask you something? She looks up. Of course. Are you happy? The question catches her off guard. What do you mean? With us. With our life. Are you happy? She's silent for a long moment. Alex, Where is this coming from? Just curious. She hesitates. I don't know. Sometimes yes. Sometimes no. Is anyone completely happy? Fair point. I pause. If you could change something about us, what would it be? She thinks. Really thinks. I guess. I wish you were more ambitious. More driven. Like Nathan. Her eyes widen. What? Nathan Blake. He's ambitious. Driven. Successful. Alex, I wasn't. It's okay. I interrupt. I get it. He's everything I'm not. That's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? She stands up, frustrated. Why are you doing this? We were having a nice evening. I just want to understand you. Understand me? She laughs bitterly. Alex, we've been married for 3 years. If you don't understand me by now. You're right, I say quietly. I should understand you by now. She softens. Sits back down. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Tomorrow's a big night. The gala. The merger announcement. Nathan's going to make me VP if this goes through. He promised you that? Yes. It's finally happening, Alex. Everything I've worked for. I look at her. At this woman I married. This woman I thought I loved. I hope you get everything you deserve. I say. And I mean it. She smiles. Kisses my cheek. Thank you for being supportive. I know I haven't been the best wife lately. She winces. Okay, fair. But after tomorrow, things will be different. I promise. Once I'm VP, I'll have more time. We can travel. Reconnect. Be like we used to be. Like we used to be, I repeat. Yeah, when we first met. When things were simple. I nod. I'd like that. But we both know it's a lie. Chapter 6. Saturday evening. The night of the gala. I'm in a bathroom, adjusting my tie. It's a designer suit, Armani. I bought it 6 months ago, specifically for tonight. Olivia doesn't know I own designer suits. She thinks this is rented. She's in the bedroom, doing her makeup. She's wearing a red dress. Stunning. The kind of dress that costs more than I supposedly make in 3 months. I wonder if Nathan bought it for her. Almost ready. I call out. 5 minutes. I check my phone. Messages from Rachel. Board members are in position. Lawyers are on standby. Vincent has the exhibit ready. Alex, are you absolutely sure? I text back. I'm sure. Then I add, thank you. For everything. Always. Now, go make some chaos. I smile. Pocket my phone. Olivia emerges from a bedroom. She looks beautiful. Objectively, undeniably beautiful. How do I look, she asks. Perfect, I say honestly. She smiles. Walks over. Straightens my tie even though it doesn't need straightening. We look good together, she says. We do. Alex, after tonight, things are going to change. I know. Good change. I promise. I take her hand. Look into her eyes. Olivia, whatever happens tonight, just know that I loved you. I really did. She laughs uncertainly. Why are you talking like that? You're making it sound like goodbye. Not goodbye, I say. Just acknowledgement. She kisses me. Soft and brief. You're being weird. Come on. We're going to be late. The gala is at the Regency Hotel. Ballroom capacity, 300 people. Tonight's theme, Zenith Rising. Ironic. We arrive at 7:15 p.m. The ballroom is already filling up. Board members, executives, investors, everyone who matters in the New York business scene. Olivia immediately spots Nathan and waves. He waves back, his eyes lingering on her dress. I should go say hi to some people, Olivia says. Network a bit. You okay on your own? I'll be fine. She squeezes my hand and walks away. Toward Nathan. I watch them greet each other. Professional. Appropriate. But I see the way he looks at her. The way she touches his arm just a second too long. Mr. Carter. I turn. It's Rachel, dressed in a sharp business suit. To everyone here, she's just another consultant. Everything in place? I ask quietly. Everything. The presentation is queued up. Vincent is in position. The lawyers are ready. All you have to do is give the word. And the board, they're expecting an announcement from AC tonight. They just don't know what it is. I nod. Then let's give them a show. At 8 p.m., Nathan takes the stage. The room quiets. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to Zenith Enterprises' annual gala. Applause. Tonight is a celebration of our achievements, our growth, and our future. And I'm thrilled to announce that future is even brighter than we imagined. More applause. Olivia is in the front row, beaming. As many of you know, we've been in talks with Titanium Industries for a merger. Tonight, I'm excited to announce that we're moving forward. On Monday, the board will vote, and I'm confident we'll make history together. The room erupts. People are standing, cheering. Nathan continues. This merger will double our market value, expand our reach, and secure Zenith's position as an industry leader. And I want to give special recognition to Olivia Carter, our Director of Strategic Development, who's been instrumental in making this happen. A spotlight finds Olivia. She stands, waving, glowing with pride. Nathan gestures her to the stage. She walks up, and he hands her the microphone. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, everyone. This merger represents everything we've been working toward. A bold future, new possibilities, and I'm honored to be part of. The lights cut out. The room goes completely dark. Confused murmurs ripple through the crowd. Then the screens, massive displays on either side of the stage, flicker to life, and my voice fills the ballroom. Good evening, everyone. My name is AC. Gasps. Whispers. The room is buzzing. On the screens, a silhouette. My silhouette. Backlit so no features are visible. For those who don't know me, I am the majority shareholder of Zenith Enterprises. I own 67% of this company. And tonight, I'm going to tell you a story. Nathan is frozen on stage. Olivia looks confused, searching the darkness for the source. 6 months ago, I hired Nathan Blake as CEO. I gave him a chance to prove himself, to lead this company into a prosperous future. On screen, Nathan's resume appears. His credentials, his hiring letter signed by AC. Unfortunately, Mr. Blake had other plans. New images, screenshots of bank transfers, email exchanges, meeting transcripts. Nathan Blake has been secretly working with Richard Chun of Titanium Industries, not to create a beneficial merger, but to destroy Zenith from within. The room erupts in shocked gasps. Titanium Industries is drowning in $340 million of hidden debt. This merger would transfer that debt to Zenith, tanking our stock value and bankrupting the company. In exchange, Mr. Blake was promised $10 million and a clean exit. On screen, a recording plays. Audio from yesterday's meeting. Chen's voice. Once the merger goes through, Zenith absorbs Titanium's debt. The stock crashes. AC loses everything. Blake's voice. And I get my $10 million. Plus, I can walk away clean. The room explodes. Shouts. Accusations. Board members are on their feet. Security moves toward the stage. Nathan tries to leave, but they block his path. Mr. Blake, you're terminated effective immediately. Security will escort you out. The board will vote Monday, not on the merger, but on criminal charges. Nathan's face is pale. He's looking around desperately. Then the spotlight shifts to Olivia. She's still on stage, frozen in horror. And now, I'd like to address Olivia Carter. Her eyes widen. Olivia, you've worked hard for this company. You've been advocating for this merger passionately. Unfortunately, you've been advocating for a fraud that would have destroyed hundreds of jobs and cost investors billions. On screen, images appear. Olivia and Nathan. At restaurants. At hotels. Time stamped. Dated. You've also been having an affair with Mr. Blake for the past 8 months. The room goes deadly silent. Olivia's hand goes to her mouth. She's shaking. Now, I don't typically involve myself in employee personal lives. However, when that affair compromises judgment and company integrity, it becomes my concern. More images. Text messages. I miss you. Can't wait to see you tonight. Nathan, this is risky, but I can't help myself. Olivia is crying now. Mascara running. The spotlight unforgiving. Olivia Carter, you are also terminated. Effective immediately. Security starts toward her. She stumbles backward. No, she whispers. No, no, no. She looks out into the crowd. Searching. Alex, she calls out. Alex, where are you? I step forward from the shadows. Into the light at the edge of the ballroom. She sees me. Alex, please. Tell them this is wrong. Tell them. Olivia, I say calmly. My voice carries even without a microphone. The room is that quiet. I can't tell them it's wrong. Because it's not. She's sobbing. What? I've known about the affair for 8 months. I've known about Nathan's plan for 3 days. I've been waiting for this moment. Her face crumbles. You knew? The cameras in your office. The tracking on your phone. The credit card statements. Yes, Olivia. I knew everything. Why didn't you say something? Because I wanted you to have the chance to come clean. To choose our marriage over your ambition. Over Nathan. I pause. You never did. She's shaking her head. Alex, please. I made a mistake. I'll fix this. We can fix this. We can't fix this. I interrupt. Because there's nothing left to fix. What do you mean? I take a breath. Olivia, do you know who I really am? She stares at me, confused. I pull out my phone. Press a button. The screens change. New images. Gallery showings. Paintings with price tags in the millions. Artwork by shadow. Next, corporate documents. Property deeds. Investment portfolios. All signed AC. Then, a final image. A photo of me. At a desk. In a suit. At the head of a boardroom. Caption. Alex Carter, also known as AC, majority shareholder of Zenith Enterprises. The room explodes again. Olivia is staring at the screen. Then at me. Then at the screen. No, she whispers. That's not possible. I'm AC, Olivia. I've been AC the entire time we've been married. I own this company. I own the building we live in. I own the car you drive. Everything you thought was yours, I gave it to you. She collapses to her knees on stage. The struggling artist husband you were embarrassed by? He's worth $847 million. Someone in the crowd gasps. Murmurs spread like wildfire. The paintings you walk past every day in this building? I created them. The anonymous investor everyone's been trying to reach? That was me. The man you dismissed, belittled, and cheated on? I pause. That was me too. Olivia is hyperventilating. Why? Why didn't you tell me? Because I wanted to know if you could love me without the money, without the status, without the power. I take a step closer, and I got my answer. She's reaching toward me. Alex, please. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. You didn't know I had money, but you knew I was your husband. You knew you made vows, and you broke them anyway. Security reaches her, tries to help her stand. She's fighting them. Alex, don't do this. I love you. You love what I can give you. You never loved me. That's not true. I turn to the security. Please escort Miss Carter out. They lift her gently but firmly. She's screaming now. Alex, please, don't do this. I'll do anything. Alex. Her voice fades as they take her through side door. The ballroom is in chaos. Everyone's talking at once. I walk to the stage. Take the microphone Nathan dropped. Ladies and gentlemen, I say, and the room quiets. I apologize for the drama. That wasn't how I wanted to spend the evening, either. A few nervous laughs. Zenith Enterprises will continue under new leadership. The board will meet Monday to appoint an interim CEO. The merger with Titanium is canceled. And I promise you, all of you employees, investors, partners, that this company will not only survive but thrive. I look out at the sea of faces. Some shocked, some impressed, some still processing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a marriage to end. I set down a microphone and walk off stage. I find Olivia in the hotel corridor. She's sitting on the floor, back against the wall. Security is keeping their distance, but watching. I nod to them. Give us a minute. They step back. I slide down the wall next to her. We sit in silence. Finally, she speaks. Her voice is broken. How long have you been AC? Since before we met. So you lied to me. For 9 years. I omitted the truth. You never asked what I really did. You just assumed. That's not fair. Fair. I look at her. Olivia, you've been sleeping with my employee in the company I own. You've been planning a future with a man who is going to betray you. You spent 3 years treating me like I was beneath you. And you want to talk to me about fair? She's crying again. Silently this time. I didn't know. You didn't want to know. There's a difference. She wipes her eyes. What happens now? Now, I pull out folded papers from my jacket. The divorce agreement. You signed these. You leave with nothing except what's legally required. And we never speak again. She takes the papers with shaking hands. Nothing. You'll get the alimony the prenup stipulates. That's it. We had a prenup. You signed it. You just never read it. She unfolds the papers. Reads. Her face goes even paler. This says I get $50,000. That's the alimony clause. For infidelity, you forfeit all other assets. Alex, I can't survive on $50,000. My apartment, my car, my lifestyle. The apartment was mine. The car was mine. Your lifestyle was built on my money. Now you'll have to build your own. She looks up at me. You planned this. All of it. I planned for the possibility. You made it a reality. I loved you, she whispers. No, Olivia. You love the idea of me. You love what you thought I could become. But you never loved who I actually was. She has no response. I stand. Brush off my suit. You have 3 days to sign and return those papers. After that, I file publicly and it gets much worse for you. Worse than this. Much worse. I start to walk away. Alex, she calls after me. I stop but don't turn around. Did you ever really love me? I consider the question. Honest introspection. I love who I thought you were. I guess we both married illusions. I'm sorry, she says. For what it's worth, I'm really sorry. I turn back. Look at her one last time. This woman I built a life with. This woman who destroyed it. I'm sorry too, Olivia. I'm sorry I wasn't enough for you as I was. And I'm sorry you'll never know what you could have had. With that, I walk away. Behind me, I hear her break down completely. Sobbing. Broken. But I don't look back. 3 weeks later, the divorce is finalized. Olivia signed the papers without contest. She couldn't afford a lawyer to fight it, and the evidence was overwhelming. She moved back to her mother's place, got a job at a small consulting firm, the only place that would hire her after the scandal. Nathan Blake is facing criminal charges. Chin's company is under investigation. The whole thing made national news. Zenith Enterprises is thriving under new leadership, Rachel's leadership. She's the new CEO, finally stepping out of the shadows. And me? I'm in my studio, actually painting now. Not hiding, not pretending, just creating. My phone buzzes. A message from Vincent. The A Shadow exhibition sold out in 20 minutes. You're officially the art world's most wanted mystery. When do we reveal your identity? I text back, never. Some mysteries are better unsolved. He responds with a laughing emoji. I look around my studio, at the life I built in secret, the empire I maintained in shadow, and I realize something. I don't need Olivia to validate me. I don't need anyone to see me to know my worth. I am AC. I am a shadow. I am Alex Carter. And I am enough. They say revenge is a dish best served cold. But I learned something different. Revenge isn't about hurting the person who hurt you. It's about showing them and yourself that you never needed them to begin with. My name is Alex Carter, and this is just the beginning of my story.